a kidnapping situation, and she was like beat the fuck up, screaming for help and delusional on the side of the sidewalk. And it was real. Like, she needed help, and she had her life saved. Like, it's not something that's common, but I mean, they could have at least like called the police to get someone out there, and I think they probably did. And it even showed like that comment saying, "Did you at least call the police?" And then they came back, so I'm sure they did. Just saying. I'm not saying they needed to run out there and like pick her up like a firefighter rescuing someone from a building. We just do the bare minimum.
Origin. Now this didn't make the top 10 because again, it's just a little too perfect. So it could be a short film or maybe an ARG. Either way, I thought it was extremely creepy.
Resub Y2.
So the story goes that two guys are visiting a Japanese shrine in a neighboring town. And then this happens.
There's the Prime Bagel and the Resub Thrash. Oh. Bye bye.
入ってるやん、中に。そこの人？どういうこと？ここの人なんていいの？すごい怖かったね。なんだろう。暗っ。
I just watched a lady go home. Nice. Mama said don't watch that, but I did. A haunted lady in a scary house. Uh-oh. He got infected with the scarlet rot. Too close. God damn! This is getting intense. That wasn't his friend coughing. That sounded feminine. Uh-oh. It's clearly coming from behind you. Just look behind you. Stop stalling. I want to see it. I want to say hi to her.
神崎さっきここずっといた？ここに。
Oh God. Oh no! Oh, nothing. Hey, this is a fun adventure, huh? How long does it take to tie your fucking shoes? Good lord. Oh, they came untied. You clumsy asshole. They came untied again. It's a ghost prankster untying his shoes. That's the worst kind.
Okay. なんでそんな薬もどけんだろうね。
Whoa! It's the shoe ghost. Fuck.
Hanzaki?
No, he's fine. His shoes just came untied and he tripped.
Thanks so much for watching. Now, my posting schedule has been a bit weird lately, so please hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a post.
Damn.
My Instagram is there.
That was a scary one. I could see why Mom said not to watch those. That shit was terrifying. Something spooky? Like what? Like some Mr. Nightmare? Has he posted anything new recently? Oh, he just did. Mr. Nightmare's like actually slapped. I expected it to be more like Nuke's top fives, but it was real shit, which was interesting. Don't really see a lot of that there. Nuke's is much goofier though, which is fun. Yeah, let's see the newest one. Is this just gonna be like reading Reddit posts though, or is this gonna be like actual footage stuff? These are story only? Oh, okay, that's not for me then. I don't really like those. How about the disturbing backstories?
This was the recounted story of a Reddit user with the username BingBong1234, but for the purpose of this video, I'll just refer to him as Tom. It started when Tom was 8 years old, taking his dog for a walk through the neighborhood with his mom. It was a little later in the night, between 10
Well, this
and
sounds
11
fake
p.m.
if it's from
He
Reddit.
lived next to a swampy, woodsy area on the edge of the neighborhood, which was in Lansing, Michigan.
I thought this
Sarah,
said
who moved to
videos
South
with
Dakota
creepy
with.
backstories. Where's the
For
video?
Independence, Tom and
This
his
story's
girlfriend
fake, but
were
the
near
other two are
very end of
good.
the campground, and there were very few, if any, people around them.
Alright. There wasn't really a video there.
Emma Filipoff was 26 years old when she disappeared almost 10 years ago, on November 28, 2012. She was described by friends and family as a beautiful, creative, and private girl. There's been an extensive investigation into Emma's disappearance ever since, but so far investigators have been unsuccessful in determining what happened to her. A surveillance video from the day Emma disappeared shows her in a 7-Eleven pacing around and cupping her hands around the glass door as she looked outside, as though she was being followed. She purchased
this
a
is just
prepaid
fucking
cell phone
sad
at the
then.
7-Eleven despite never owning one before. Then she hesitated before leaving.
Is it Prime Coyote? I imagine this kind of thing happens a
Cell phone
lot.
she purchased was never activated. A little later, Emma got into
Security
a taxi,
cameras probably
instructing the
capture a
driver
lot
to
of
go to the
missing
airport.
persons.
She then got out of the taxi due to insufficient
But just
funds
no one
for
ever
the fare.
checks.
She was last seen between the times of 7:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m., acting strangely in front of the Empress Hotel. According to a witness, Emma seemed confused. He saw her at a crosswalk, refusing to cross the street. He asked her if she was feeling okay, and asked her if she was being followed due to her paranoid mannerisms. Emma said she was okay. So, not knowing what to do, he made a phone call to the police. Police showed up and found her shoeless, and they questioned her for a total of 45 minutes and then left. Investigators later
What's
found
the
her
shoeless
vehicle
part have
following
to do with
morning,
anything?
Parked at the Chateau Victoria parking lot, containing all of her belongings, including her laptop, books, her
She said
passport,
cherry.
and library card. Investigators found a CCTV footage clip from a local YMCA 5 days before Emma went missing. In the clip, she walked in and out through the door 6 times, peering out through the glass.
Like psychosis or something, maybe? I don't know. This is okay. This is confusing. I thought it was just like a kidnapping.
One possible person of interest is in CCTV footage from a Vancouver store. The 2014 surveillance video shows a man in a Gastown clothing store holding a purple poster in his right hand. The store owner reported that the man was irritated and claiming Emma was his girlfriend and that she wanted to be left alone. Police have not yet been able to identify him.
How? That's always the thing that surprises me. On Reddit, there'll often be these videos that come up of like random assaults and shit, and the person's just like fully in view of the camera. My immediate thought is, this guy's fucked. His whole life is over. They've got him now. Because you can see everything about the person, and I just have so much faith in like the process that you can always identify someone if you can see them fully. But I guess not. More often I realize that it doesn't matter. They can't just identify someone just because they can see everything about them. There's of Geo and Luke. Plus I guess a lot of those big case breaks come from anonymous tips, like people actually just leaving tips and telling the police who the person was that they were asking about.
What we're about to watch was of an episode of the old game show The Dating Game, and on the surface it seems completely normal, and all the contestants seem to be regular people you'd expect to see in a typical cheesy 1970s dating show. However, one person...
That's another good point. A lot of people think your DNA also just gives your name and address to the cops. Yeah, it's me. That's my immediate thought too. Like whenever I read about a crime or something, I'm like, well, he may have left DNA at the scene, so they'll get him pretty soon. Like a fucking child. As if DNA is like geocoded or something, where if you find like a single hair, you can trace it all the way back to the person and find them at like a dilapidated Denny's across the globe. That is absolutely how I think about shit too. It's like DNA's a perpetual GPS.
On the stage was not who he seemed.
Thanks to the Prime
It was
Petty.
later found out this episode was filmed amid a gruesome killing spree. He was the winner of the episode, and his name was Rodney Alcala, a serial killer who victimized up to 130
fuck.
women. This was part of the episode.
130? What the fuck?
Photographer who got his start when his father found him in the dark room at the age of 13, fully developed. Between takes, he might find him